Lockwood asked you to come out. Just tell him you're busy, something.
Yeah, lads.
Good morning, guys. Lens. It's a video I've been putting off for a while because I was always worried what the car might look like, what people might think, and I've decided that that is the wrong way to go about it. I need to concentrate on just building the car and not really giving a shit about what people think on the way. I need to explain this to you, and I have explained it now and again on like Instagram and Patreon and in person and stuff, but I don't think I've explained to every single person on YouTube. There has always been a very slight dent in this fender here, or wing. Yeah, that was my fault. I will totally admit that was my fault. That happened ages and ages and ages ago. So then what I did was I then looked for second-hand silver wings on Facebook and stuff, and people wanted like £400 just for one wing, and it was silly. So then I asked Code, can they get me some like wider ones, and obviously Code always sort me out with amazing deals, and they said they could get hold of a set from Japan. So I said great. So I ordered these. I didn't know they were made to order. Anyway, so they were made to order, which took a lot longer than I thought. And then the company who were in charge of the postage, oh, what a surprise, parcel companies being useless like usual. They sent it to the wrong country, and then they sent it to another wrong country. I think they sent it to Budapest, Austria, then Hungary, and then finally they come to the UK. So yeah, the parcel company massively messed up again. Shock. Anyway, so I just thought, get the car wrapped. I don't care. When they turn up, and I'll sort it. So obviously I gave the car to Dan at DB Wraps. He wrapped the two wings, and then lo and behold, they turned up. What a shock. Parcel companies again being annoying and useless. Anyway, so I've just put them off for a while, so I just thought I'm not really going to put them on because they might look silly being grey and things like that, and I'm going to take the car to a lot of shows, and I've just decided that if I wait any longer, I'm never going to do it. So I'm just going to put them on now, and hopefully we get that sort of look where it looks like, yeah, that Evo's been built. I bet it needs them wide wings for more traction. I bet it's got a load of power. Not really, but people might think that. But anyway, lo and behold, these are the wide wings for the Evo. So they are actually fiberglass wings. I'm not sure of the make. I will actually remember that. I think they're called Juno. They're Juno or theyre. I can't remember. But I think they are 15mm wide, so they're not massively wider, but they're like vented and they are a lot wider. But the main purpose of buying these was just to fix the dent on the other side and obviously make the car more aggressive in the meantime. Now I actually Code painting them for me. I was going, he wanted to either do them black or silver, obviously, you know, so if I did take the wrap off, it's still silver underneath. But Dan was saying just get them primered because it'll look better and it'll be easier to wrap on. So we got them primered. So Dan, get me booked in and make sure I'm not driving around with grey wings for a long time, you bastard. But let's try and get them on. I have no idea how they're going to fit. They are fiberglass. Don't know if they're going to need drilling, don't know if they're going to fit perfectly, but let's just see. So we're going to start on the side with the dent. So we're going to jack the car out, get the wheel off. Now I think there's just bolts on the top. I think there's some behind here. There's one behind there which you can get to with the door open, and then I think we have to pull the side skirt off, which I'm going to be very careful about scratching and stuff. But Dan had this side skirt off, so this one should come off pretty easy. But as I say, I don't really know how to get them off, so it's either going to be winging, and if I can't wing it, it's going to be Googling. Okay, so headlight needs to come off, that one needs to come off, that one needs to come off, this one needs to come off. Obviously the clip's inside there, so that should be bolt there, which is a cable tie, because obviously the mounting bracket for that broke. I'm not sure if the inner line needs to come off, or it just needs to you know, come away in a way. But actually you can see through there that there's one bolt there. Side skirt needs to come off, and I think there's a few bolts on the bottom. Now I remember someone, I'm not really sure how the skirt comes off, but I'll have to just have a look and get underneath. I don't want to just start ripping everything apart, but obviously that comes out there. Cheeky cheeky 10mm. It's gonna look mad without the wings on. I just hope it doesn't look so silly because of them being grey. I'm hoping the look I'm going for is the, wow, he's pretty cool, he don't really care what people think, like that looks pretty damn sick. That's the look I'm hoping we're gonna get. Okay, so I gave it a little bit of a pull, and that came out pretty damn easy, to be fair. God, they're so light. Look at that, they're so light. No wonder that didn't so easy. Jesus. Okay, so there's another one. Okay, so the side skirt is literally just clipped in at the sides, and then you've got the side skirt which is bolted to the plastic. Then you've got the plastic which is bolted to the actual sill. So if I just remove the bolts to the sill, then the plastic and the side skirt will come off together. But they're the two bolts there. This metal is just so flimsy. It's flexing. So that's not good, that might snap. So we're gonna go to that one last and try to figure out how to get the skirt off. So we've got plenty of room with the skirt now. Plenty of room with the skirt, so that's there. This, the plastic bit, there's one like rounded screw and it's not coming off, but it is only just one there and it's loose anyway, so if I can't slide it out of there, I'm just going to snap that one screw, because these hold it all in anyway, so it's not the end of the world. But I can see the bolts through there, so I can get a ratchet on there. Even there's just the two here, which I've told yeah, do get susceptible to rust, and that one has just snapped, so that's always fun. I'm going to try and slowly just unloosen this one and make sure this one doesn't snap. It's going to go tighten and loosen, so well, loosen them a little bit and then tighten them back. Okay, so I've managed to save that bolt, so just do the tighten and loosen technique, which is just, so I always loosen 1, 2, 3, tighten 1, 2, loosen 1, 2, 3, tighten 1, 2. So, oh, that was easy, but yeah, that was very easy. There we go. Fucking plastic clips, man, so annoying. Hey, what jubbly. Right, let's marry it up. We're getting there. She looks a bit ill. Oh, that does not look very wide on camera, but that is wide. You know what? It doesn't look like that bad of a fit, he says, but let's see. She looks like a work in progress, lads. So we got there. So it is noticeably wide. It's gonna look so mean. Let's just get it all bolted. I'm out excited now, but I am hungry, which is worrying, because I get very angry when I'm worried. I mean, very angry when I'm hungry. I had to drill a little square bit out there for that to get in, but looking at it, I don't know how good of a fit it's gonna be. It's not looking like it's gonna be that good of a fit in the minute, but I'm gonna have to start putting some bolts in some important places and see what it's like. So I'm going to put the bolt in there where that needs to be, and the bolt at the bottom, and the bolt in the door. They're the main ones, and then hopefully try and push it forward, but it's looking a little bit off at the front, but I'm going to have to see what I can do about it, to be honest. So here's the thing, it's not a direct fit, it's not. The holes are quite off. I'm going to be spending a lot of the day just literally, and here, the door is hitting it. There, so it needs to come up, but then if it comes up a bit, then this isn't going to match in very well. But I'm going to crack on, see if I can do it. I think I need to just drill this hole out a little bit and pull it up, maybe up and over a little bit more. But how I'm going to stop the door hitting it, I don't know. Maybe I'm going to have to drill a hole and pull these a lot wider out here, and then the door can slit in it, because there is, I can't really open the door at the minute, but there isn't a hole there, so they've allowed you to drill that yourself. So I'm guessing that's so you can see how wide you want it to stick out and stuff, and it's going to have to stick out wide for the door to slit between there. Okay, we're going to do this, we're going to make it fit. I might have to drill the holes a little bit bigger and rotate it. What I think needs to happen is, right now it's sitting a bit like that. I need to drill this hole out bigger and just rotate it a little bit forward a bit. That'll bring this bit forward and this bit back a little bit, because the gap there this needs to be fixed a little bit. So we're going to drill this hole out a little bit, that'll rotate a little bit forward and maybe bring it up a little bit as well. And then I think we need to drill the bottom one out a little bit and push that back, so it's just rotating it a little bit more, and then hopefully these will fit in then. I'm going to leave that one out, that's not that necessary, but that should be okay. We should be okay with that one. We need to get the headlight over that, and then they've got one more there, but let's just crack on. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drill out all of the holes. I'm going to drill out all the holes. If you look at the holes are massive, you know, so you've got a lot of side-to-side movement and stuff. So I'm going to drill out the holes, all the holes on this one. I'm just going to drill them out a lot wider. Okay, so the holes are a lot wider now, which is going to give us a lot more manoeuvrability. And also I put the hole in the middle there as well. I've put it quite far down to the bottom, so I want to kind of push them out really fast, to be fair. So let's go for round 2, boys. Okay, so we're looking a little bit better there now. Open that one up, pull it over. I've got this one in there because that's the most annoying bit. Now we've got a little bit of manoeuvrability up here, so that would be sitting like that. This probably needs to sit like that, something like that. So I need to get this bolt hole way over a bit. So ideally I want that to be sitting there. Either way, this bolt hole here needs to be drilled out a lot more. Right, I took the whole side scut off. I'm not sure why I didn't do that in the first place. That's so much easier now. We've got way more room. Right, we're slowly getting on. We're slowly getting on. But, you know, challenges is good for the brain. It's good for the brain to challenge yourself, and this is certainly a challenge. Right, about a couple sandwiches. Feel like a new man. Sorry if I was a little bit miserable, but we can crack on now. I'm like a different person if I'm not eating, honestly. Anyone who knows me personally will vouch for that. Vouch for that quite truly as well. We've got a brew, let's crack on. So what I need to do now is to push out the wing and then put the bolt in. So see how it's moving? So I'm going to push it out as far as it can go. And then tighten. Okay, so the thread on this one was pretty damn mangled, so I've just had to quickly tap a new thread into it with my trusty tap and die set from Screwfix. I mean, so we're kind of pretty good, you know, almost done, but the only thing is this headlight thing isn't lining up that well. So we want to have the headlight to sit like that, but if you look, it's just a little bit off that bit there. So I don't know whether to just pull that out. I've tried pushing it as hard as I can, and it just bends, starts bending the fiberglass, and it just doesn't look good at all. So I might drill another little hole here and then move that over. Really, we want the headlight to be sat like that, really, and you know, we're a bit off at the top, so I might just drill another hole and put that thing. The only thing is it needs a square, but if I put a tight circle, it should do the same sort of thing. So let's pull this off. See if we can drill a little hole there. The only thing is I really don't want to pull it all off again, but maybe I can just drill through that. Ah, look who it is, the parcel force man. 4 days late. Right, we're trying to put this bit back in, and when you clip one side in, the other side pops out, and it's because this fiberglass is way thicker than the aluminium. So I'm just going to get a Dremel and just try and Dremel this bit a little bit flatter. It's the bolt that's pushing against the middle of that and popping out each side. Gives the Dremel, well, the drill, but we're just gonna Dremel it. So I've just been literally just getting a Dremel, and I've just been, instead of it being like that, I've tried to do it go like that, so the bolt will kind of countersink itself in there. Right. So now, instead of sitting on the wide bit of the fiberglass, it's going to sit inside of it a bit. Winning, lads. We're in. Right, this side's pretty much done. I'm going to crack on with the other one. Not going to film it because it's going to be the exact same. Hopefully it got on my trim show, I don't think I did tell you that. I mean, it took me a long time to get the lined up. That's the best I can get on the door. Literally the best I can get on the door. Hopefully when it's wrapped it's going to hide it a little bit more, but the other side isn't perfect anyway, to be honest. Sweets, yes my G! My guy's got a lot happier with these. Oh.
You crack these before you jack it?
That's a good angle. No, hang on. Wait, press the brake. If anyone doesn't know, Jesse actually does speak Spanish. Fucking pest. I've had to redo this whole side because it started doing it again where it was hitting, but now we have to push this middle bolt even further out. There is a big gap, but that's just, I mean, that is literally the best we're gonna get.
I think it just looks bigger because it's not the same colour.
Yeah, definitely.
And this is quite flush now as well.
Yeah, it is. It is, it's really good. And we got a good, like, a millimetre or 2 millimetre clearance, so. How easy is it, Jesse, lad?
Mate, this Evo's a dick. Oh, we're getting somewhere.
We're getting somewhere, yeah. We're getting there, Okay, so how are we getting on? I'm gonna have to make an extension bracket. The driver's side, the bracket which goes between the arch and the door, is shorter than the one on the passenger side, so it's not coming out far enough. So I'm gonna have to make a little bracket with that piece of metal, only a tiny bit. It just needs to push it out maybe about ½ an inch or so. Just needs to bring the whole wing a little bit further out. So I need to make a little bit of a bracket with that. There he is, he's back. And find a way, but I don't think the threads are a bit knackered on the bottom, so I might hopefully, I'm not really sure what we're gonna have to do there, but as soon as I push out this bit here and make a little bracket out of that, it should be a lot better. Is that looking?
It looks flush, to be fair.
I mean,
It looks all lined up here.
Yeah, close here. So I need to take it off.
Hold on, have we got clearance? We've got clearance.
Yeah, so I just need to put one bolt. I need to make a drill hole, like right at the bottom. Right at the bottom right. Just a small one down there. Hole through there. And it's pretty,
Then we're on.
Pretty much. I'm just going to leave that middle bit. Alright, well what I can do is, I can just make an open-ended C.
Right.
And then just put the bolt on top of it.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you.
So at the minute we've not drilled that far.
You on about that one up there?
Yeah. So
yeah, I know what you mean.
So just do an open-ended and just put the bolt over the top and
It's weird how that one's shorter, isn't it?
Yeah, it's annoying, but
that does look right. If you get up now and have a look,
you know, and it flows correctly, doesn't it?
It's clear. It's cleared. All the gaps look pretty symmetrical. I mean, it kind of looks better than this side.
Yeah, it kind of does, doesn't it, really? We've managed to do, this is the annoying side because the side skirt isn't put together like the other side. I think someone's, so basically the other side there's just holes with the side skirts out, and this side there isn't any along, so this one bolt here, which I'm just doing now, the hole, it looks like once we push that back in and put that, and it's going to be tightened up like that, then we should be good to go. And give it a nice clean and that, and see. But yeah, come push this side skirt down. Okay.
These have been a dick.
Yeah. So that's how they're like wanting to sit. So we'll drill the hole where, hang on, it will be something like that.
So that looks.
Yeah.
That's pretty much how they were before.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Better than the other side as well.
A lot better.
So I might just repeat this bolt on that side because at the minute there's nothing in the middle bit there.
Does it really need it?
I was saying just leave the middle bit, it doesn't have to be it. As long as it's got the right sort of flex. But right, let's put it down and let's put this bolt in.
Well, if shit does hit the fan, you lose your arch. You've got your originals over there, so.
Just hope that this will catch that thread. Pray. Come on, you bastard. Right, after many Dremelin coming off, Dremelin putting back on, coming off, Dremelin put it back on, we finally smoothed it out where the bolt will go in straight, so that bolt was on the bottom. Now, oh God, I need to get a Mackey's after this.
I could have said I could have grabbed you on.
Not more like this, but I'm gonna finish up, just start perfecting, make sure everything's back in, going on right, and I might just end up pushing that bolt in on that side. So there is the wing. So ideally we want to just put a bolt through there just for extra security. So I might just be able to just cut that. There's only a tiny bit. There is a pair of scissors lying around on the floor somewhere. Yes, yes, yes. She's on, she's on. She's much better on this side, to be fair. Lights on, that went on nice and easy on this side. It's nice and straight, to be fair. On the fronts, very wide. Oh, we need to do the lights. We still need to do the lights. Out like a light for the camera and for the YouTube. I had to get it done. I did not want to quit. Did not want to quit, my G's. Right, we've managed to get it closer, but we think they do seem fatter here, don't they, on this side? So it's not opening. So we want to push it in like that. That she's in a way nicer gap. But I think we're gonna pull it out a little bit and just, you know, Dremel the inside or sand the inside of them, just so that it's not so fat. Because
well, it looks like something's been tried here. Do you know what I mean?
Well,
with this, where this black
flatted after painted. But
then if you look at this one, that's just very symmetrical. Yeah, they're definitely differently. Just go look at that one and follow your hand with follow your eyes with the line.
Is it thinner?
Yeah, it just looks more natural. Whereas this one looks like it's got a bit of wave in it.
Well, let's pull it out and then we'll get, after, I think, just sand it.
Sand it down,
inside,
yeah.
Right, so I've got the little Dremel set, which is an awesome buy from Screwfix. And I'm literally just going to Dremel where it's touching or where it is touching. So like here and just around here. Hopefully I'm able to get the Dremel in there, just a tiny one. And just cut away it is, because it's really, really, really thick. JTF, lad. Look at my little Dremel set, sick this, isn't it? And it's from Screwfix. So I'm going to pull this off. I'm just going to Dremel the insides, then we can get it way closer. I should have done that in the first place, but yeah. Let's just do it.
Right, while I'm here looking like a homeless mug with my JTF jacket and my cap, thought I'd show you the Nimbus 7000. So we start off with a ratchet.
Man, this is some fiddly shit, this, not gonna lie.
Mate, this is mad, this. Look.
It's a tool you need to get the bolts from a Evo wing.
It's a mix of Halfords and Aldi.
Right, I think the dentist tool, stealing his job. The dentist tool is not up to the job, I think. It's gonna take fucking ages, so we're gonna get the big boy out.
Do you need the ratchet?
Right, shut it again. Right, the last straight. We did, I don't know if I did tell you, but we sorted out that side, we redid that side, so it's a lot cleaner now and a lot closer. The fronts are all sound. This side's probably the best, it's by far the best. I'm actually really happy with this side. I think we've done really well with that side, Jesse, to be honest.
Yeah, it just looks natural.
Yeah, it does. It really, really, really does. Other than the fact it's fucking grey, but...
Well, yeah.
And I was actually a bit worried because when we was doing it, it wasn't looking good whatsoever. But now we sorted it, took our time with it, and just, you know, got used to the idea and put the wheels on and stuff. It's starting to come along now. So the wheels used to stick out before, and now they're like major skipping leg day. So let's put the front bumper on and let's see it all tied together. Well, tied together. Right, let's drop her. Yes. She's got skinny legs.
Does look like she's skip leg day.
Definitely looks like she's a bit skinny.
Oh dear!
Definitely needs some spacers, doesn't she?
It looks so track car with them being primered.
Oh, it definitely is.
I think we should have a vote in the comments. Should they get done in carbon or match the wrap?
I vote match the wrap.
You vote match the wrap because it's fucking easier, you bitch.
No, I just don't like carbon wings.
Do you not?
And especially not fake carbon wings.
Well, yeah, if they were real, it'd look better. If you had that in carbon as well, we're done. It's been a long day. When Lockwood asks you to come out, just tell him you're busy, isn't it?
Right, so they're on. I should have got from the front. It looks fucking beastie. I should have got it when I was a bit further back, but I didn't. We definitely need some wheel spacers. Like, that's not acceptable. But hopefully Dan can getting wrapped beforehand. It does look good. I was a little bit worried when I was putting them on, but it does really look good here. Like that, like angles up like that, it just sort of looks, it just fills the car out nicely, and when it's wrapped, it's gonna look awesome. So this is the end of the video. I know some people aren't gonna like this. At the minute because it looks like that, and I understand that it, you know, it doesn't fit in at the minute, and I know it's going against the clean sort of thing, but I need to progress the channel. I can't just make videos of doing nothing to the Evo, so I'm just going to do everything that I wanted to do everything that yeah, I can do to it in a way. I think when they look wrapped, they're going to look sick, and obviously I know that I need to, so yeah, sorry, the camera died. As I was saying, I know I need to space out the rears. The rears actually sit in anyway, but the only thing to do that is give the back so low. If I did bring the wheels out a little bit, it'd be rubbing the arch, so maybe raise it and bring them out, or find a way. You know what, now I've woke up and I actually cleaned them last night. They fit on the car quite well, to be fair, I'm not gonna lie. They do look good. They do actually look really good. Once they're wrapped, they're gonna look sick. Because it was full of dirty anyway, yeah. I might need to get some like over fenders for the rear, but I think I'd get them professionally done if they would have to be bolted through the car. Anything that's like serious and like irreversible, I'll let someone professional do, but anything that you can just take on, put back to normal if you wish, I'm going to do it myself. It's all about learning. Everything's just a process of doing it once, and then you're good. But yeah, as I said, I mean, thank you so much to Code again. Code always helped me out. They've actually, since the next sales speak from last night, they're sending me out some 15mm wheel spacers as well for the front, so that's going to push the wheels out so far. It's going to look so angry from the front. Code did warn me when I ordered these. Code did say the fiberglass, they're going to need a lot of fabrication to fit perfect. They said, do you want to come down here and do it, or should we just send it you? And I said, send it to me, I'll give it a go. If I can't do it, I'll come down to use. And he was messaging me through the whole day yesterday as well. So Quack, you absolute legend, mate, and Code, the company, absolute legends as well. You should know who they are. They're always at the events and things like that, and like Jap show and stuff. But yeah, I've got a really good relationship with them, so it's let's get them wrapped, guys.